Hello and welcome everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we are playing the second part of the game, What Remains of the Family That Left in a Hurry. Actually, that's not the name of the game. The name of the game is What Remains of Edith Finch, but I stand corrected. The last time what we saw in the game was that the whole family of Edith Finch, who is a 18-year-old girl, she's just saying that her whole family just up and left maybe a lot of years back, and she has come back to her old family house to join the pieces. Okay, so yesterday we explored everything that is outside of this door, that is the house, and today we are going to explore what's down there, that's in the basement. So yeah, let's go. Okay, some cleaning products, there's a pool table. Can we play it? No. Okay. Oh, one ball is there. Wait, is that the same ball? Number 10 ball here and number 10 ball here again. Two balls. Looks like the workshop of the grandpa.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Now you know why. Sven.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Bro. This home is full of secret doors. What the hell?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
That's a basement. Dude, food is stacked. Is this some sort of a nuclear bunker?
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Right, it looks some sort of a nuclear bunker. Walter. Another story.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Ooh.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Okay, what is happening? Is this some sort of a bombing run? Because the calendar shows 1976. I don't think America was in any
Even a
war
monster
in
on the
1976.
other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just
2005.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting.
What, dude?
Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
30 years worth of stuff down here?
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting.
Okay.
I have to leave while I still can.
Okay. There's a basement in the basement in the basement. This is some
I
basement
know it's out
level
there
inception.
somewhere.
Who are you searching for, Walter?
Whatever killed Barbara
Oh,
and Molly.
peanut
And
butter.
Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Took you 30 years to realize. Hey, this looks like the beginning of what do you say? The vanishing of Ethan Carter. I have to go forward only. There is a train track right beneath the house, and that's what I meant when I was saying that I am hearing train. Dude, you're walking way too slow.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind if I only have a year left,
Do you know when you're gonna die?
or a single week.
Or a day?
I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Huh.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Yeah, as your family members are turning out, I am not surprised that your mom didn't tell you.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Okay, let's go down.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Who wouldn't end up like Walter? Look at the man. Living the dream. Okay.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
An uncle
I
under
don't
the
want to
house.
make the same mistakes she made.
Yeah, as I said, I'm not surprised she didn't tell you. This all looks pretty creepy.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
The kind of family members you have, it's a wonder you're not in therapy.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two,
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself.
and found out what happened to everyone else.
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we
Stolen
believed so much in a
stories.
family curse. We made it real.
I can't make out if it's a lake or sea. Maybe they live in a bay.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
What are you going to commit suicide or what?
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
I don't see any story or anything over here, but you never know. These games are always filled with Easter eggs or such. Yeah, so there is this invisible wall. Can't go any forward. Yeah, not a problem. Okay. I wish we could run in this game. You can only walk, you can't run. It just demotivates the player to explore the area. If it takes you longer to go from point A to point B, obviously you're not going to do it. If it's this slow, you'll just want to stick to the given path where you actually
Though,
know
to be
where you have to
honest,
go.
I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Who is she talking to? Ooh, I smell another theory video coming up. I might make
I
one.
think
Make one.
people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Can't see anything. Okay, let's go up. Back to the house. Hmm. For a house that has been abandoned for so long, they sure have some nice technology. Motion sensitive lights.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Okay, so now we're in the backyard.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Haven't we all?
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Okay, so we're going to the cemetery. Okay, alright.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but
The pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Yeah, because one of your cousins, or not cousins, one of your grandma, Barbara or Molly was she? Who was eating everything? Christopher, Shadow, Oliver, Bob,
3
Shatsy.
of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Barbara Finch died, born and died on the same day as she was born, 31st October. Walter Finch, August 26, March 31st. Edith Finch, April 8, December 5. Sven Finch, June 17, August 26. So Sven died on the same day as Walter Finch was born. Not the year, just the day. Calvin, Molly.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
The old house? Is that the old house? Yeah, maybe that's the old house. Let's have a look via the telescope.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Okay, do we go back now? Okay, we can't use the telescope anymore. Let's go back.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Who's this Indian dude? Sanjay Kumar. Why do they have an Indian guy in their family cemetery?
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Okay. You're taking an awful lot of risk doing this. Now that you're pregnant. Okay, that's a new addition to the story. So you're not 17-year-old anymore. That's for damn sure. Okay, we can't go there.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Music is telling me something's about to happen. I have that same umbrella right now lighting my face. The same umbrella.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Yeah, we are.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Okay. US Marines. Hoorah.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Mosquitoes in my room.
What? It's too early, Dad.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Let's see. Maybe.
What else can I photograph?
Was it? Could have been.
Hey, what's that? How many photos do I need to take here?
You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo.
Is there something specific I have to take a photo of?
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Don! I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
She's crying, dude.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
still...
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh shit. That's a twist. Haha, pun. That was a twist of the neck.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Okay. Oh. Bro, what sort of house is this? Meal ready to eat.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Okay.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
it's time to...
The first time we're seeing somebody's
Hold on,
face this close.
Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
I'm going to control the toad.
I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to do this.
Okay, this seems like legit something that a baby would think.
I wish he could have told us. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Okay, so poor Gregory died. That was sad.
I
That
can't
was
imagine my mom
really
ever writing
sad.
poetry, and yet. A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Is he gonna get electrocuted? Just like Benjamin Franklin?
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. Thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone.
Hey,
listening to
Blater.
the wind,
Sorry, just
seeing
saw
the
your.
foam.
I just saw your. What?
But I didn't,
Message.
until we found you.
Sigh. Welcome to the stream, bro.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Stream is a little laggy? I don't know about it, bro. By laggy, do you mean it's playing continuously and loading, or it's just buffering? Oh, buffering. Yeah, that might be because of the internet, I guess. Yeah, might be because of the internet. Ooh, 22 weeks pregnant and she is now climbing this.
My mom moved up to
Made
the
up wall.
loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you here, bro. Okay, so this is, I guess, Sanjay Kumar, that character, because there's this map of India in the game, which is pretty unexpected.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Okay, so Dawn's husband is Sanjay.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Yeah, that is unexpected. Well, you know, I saw if you press escape, you see this map of the family, and you see here written Sanjay. But I just didn't know what an Indian man doing in a family of a European family. But let's say. So now he was. So Sanjay is Edith's father. Okay. Computer, phone. The Republic of India. Yeah. And thank God the map is accurate, at least. Okay, let's go outside.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
See, now I feel more connected to the game because one of the family members moved to India. More people should do so.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
More people should move to India. We don't have enough people. That is not a joke.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
Yeah. We can use more white people in India.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
Scientific method: observation, question, research, hypothesis, experiment, data, conclusion. Oops. Yeah, we could use some. We could use some white people in India.
Gave him a castle.
Come here, reproduce. I'm just kidding. Well, you're welcome in India too, bro.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Right.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
The
Milton
magic
Finch in
paintbrush.
The Magic Paintbrush.
Yeah, bro. Come to India soon. And he disappeared.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Then why does it say 2003 he died?
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Still don't understand Mom's logic behind all of this. She sealed the doors because Milton can't come back? Or what?
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Okay, so there is a secret in the house. Okay, I think I have to go up from here.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Louis's room. Except Louis.
Okay. For a girl that is 22 weeks pregnant, she's doing quite a lot of parkour. Would have been nice to just have a key of the house, you know. Can come in and out of the, home using a door like a normal human being.
Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
By the way, love the rooms.
Louis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
And then he finally died. No, don't go out. Okay. What the hell? Indian music in the background. A bong. Okay, try to avoid fraps. It uses a lot of system resources and drops FPS. What is fraps? I don't know. So, as I was saying, Indian music, a bong. This dude is like totally namaste type of person. Was he? Louis Finch, local content.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Louis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Well, thank you. At least somebody's in
Newly
therapy in
sober,
this family.
I believe Louis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
Hey, I'm a
His mind
vegetarian.
began to
This game is asking me to go against my religion.
wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Dude, in the time of coronavirus, talking of bats is too little on the nose. Ooh. Look,
And
mommy,
things that had not names.
dinosaur.
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
Okay, what did you find?
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Okay, this game is asking me to do a lot, bro.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor, and he won.
Dude just went like Mario.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Okay.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
Dun 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 dun
St. Louis.
dun 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 dun.
He started drifting away from our reality.
This looks like the opening credits of Game of Thrones.
Minneapolis. Until one day he
Minneapolis.
forgot to go home from the cannery.
How original.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Hey, Mom, I'm working here.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
Ooh.
handsome queen.
Hey, that's Hindi.
The queen was on her own quest for
Let's go. Sinister serpents.
He followed the sound of her
Let's go sitar.
electric sitar.
Yeah, I heard about electric guitar. I have never seen electric sitar.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Arabian
Even
Nights.
then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Bro.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. Began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him. His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. The rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him. On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Lol. Mic on mute. Yeah. So okay. So you cut your arm in the game, but that did not happen right now. So maybe they might they might have updated the game or something. Okay. Yeah. That was Edith's room.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Please do. I'm dying to know. Yeah, because okay, so you used harp and rainbow land. I used snakes and can't remember what I used. I used snakes, and before that was electric sitar. Yeah.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word.
Yeah, sitar.
Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Okay. Now I am playing as the grandma.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom set up the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Nope, still Edith.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Okay.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Keep on going,
turned
keep on
around.
going. Keep on walking.
For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine!
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
Me?
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it.
Am I being born?
I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself.
Okay, so I am...
guess if you're reading this now,
I'm Edith's baby?
things didn't work out that way.
Yeah. I guess I am.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Okay. Huh. So she was telling all of this whole story to her unborn baby. Or was this the... Or... I don't know. Or the baby was born, the baby grew up and came back to this house, and it was this boy who was discovering all of this place. No, you were playing as her child. Okay. But her child is a boy. And in the shadows I could see that the silhouette of the player is of a girl. And when she was in her room and when she laid down on her bed, I could see her baby bump. Oh, okay. Okay, so you were playing the game as your mom, basically. Yeah, maybe maybe that's it. You were playing the game as your mom. Okay. Well, so that was What Remains of Edith Finch. Nice credits. Nice credit. End credit. I might have to play this game at least 2 or 3 times before I can totally comprehend the story and everything. Maybe there is nothing deep behind the game. Maybe it's just, you know, maybe everything was just straightforward. Not like The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, where it was a narration inside a narration, a hallucination inside a hallucination. Not anything like that, but this was like pretty straightforward, with some fantastical elements. Granted. Well, now I can see why people like this game. Now I want to build a house like that. Annapurna Interactive. If this house is based on some real life house, I really want to visit that house. 100%. Yeah. All of the rooms, especially Edith's room, is like the room that kids dream to have. Top of the house, overlooking an ocean, and with filled with fairy tales and everything. Not my house. You look out the window, you see the main road. That's the beauty of a game, that it makes you stick throughout the end credit scene. The Edith Finch team. The end. That's beautiful. Yeah, the location was depressing. It was like too remote. Too remote. The replay a story option is now available. Select Edith to play from the beginning. Okay. Nice. Okay, well, that was the game. Now I'm hungry. I'll go and eat something. Thank you for sticking. Bro, you should come to my streams. It's actually fun to play along with somebody watching. Yeah. I'm not used to having people watching my streams, but it was good to have you here. Okay, I'll see you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really enjoyed playing this game. If you like the video, be sure to like it and subscribe to the channel. I stream these games on Twitch as well, so if you are a Twitch person, you can follow me there. The link will be in the description down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.